Hey, good morning, my friends. How are you? It is Sunday morning, the 15th, I believe it is, of March. A couple days to St. Patty's Day. I have been sick since I got home from San Diego. I caught something and just have been stuffy and coughing and just feeling lousy. Actually ended up not working the last 2 nights because I just felt terrible. But I think I'm on the upside of it today, and I've got nobody to cover for me tonight at work, so I'm going tonight. So I'll have to do that. But while I've been sick, I'm sitting here at my little table doing some little more beading work, some little fun stuff. I put together this little bracelet and this little bracelet. So just having fun, just playing with the beads and doing stuff like that. I'm thinking there's a bunch of beads in my cart on Amazon, so I'm gonna start working, I think, on those. But other than that, I haven't been doing a whole lot because I've been sick. How have you guys been? Been doing anything fun lately? Going to dinner at my mom's before I go to work tonight, and then I'm not sure what I'm doing this week. Yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna be kind of an easygoing week. I think I need to do some recouping, but I think I want to start doing some decluttering. I say that all the time, don't I? And I never end up doing it. I just terrible with that. But I was watching a video a little bit ago, one of the YouTube channels, and they were talking about retirement, and it kind of was a downer, talking about depression and loneliness and feeling like you've got nothing to do. And I was just wondering and thinking about that because it's now been 2 years since I retired. March 8th, 2023, my birthday. And I just had my birthday on the 8th, so it's been 2 years now. And I gotta tell you, the first year, was different. A lot of that was because it was also, my husband passed in November. Actually, no, I retired in 2024, not 23. Sorry. So when my husband passed in November of 23, then I retired 4 months later. So that first year, I just kind of spent for myself doing some traveling, a lot of visits to the kids. And yeah, I kind of went through a little bit of depression. I wouldn't say it was from retirement though. But I am so thankful that I live in a 55 plus community, because really in retirement, there is so much to do and be a part of. And I think, once you retire and you're not going to that job, getting up 5 in the morning, taking your shower, getting ready, having your coffee, heading out the door to get to work by 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, you can kind of take it easy. But being in a community like this, there is so much to do that being lonely isn't really an issue, at least not for me. I guess it's all what you make of it. But one thing I noticed, like when I was working at home after COVID hit and I would spend my days working out of the house here, I wouldn't get dressed some days. I would just stay in my pajamas all day. And a friend of mine told me, get dressed. If you do nothing else, get dressed. And I've been trying to remember to do that. There are some days I intentionally do not. But most days now, I would say, 6 out of 7 days a week, And even more than that, because I rarely don't get dressed. But get up, get dressed, wash your face, put on makeup or don't, brush your hair, get dressed. That's the first thing you need to do. Get dressed. And then do whatever you want. Sit and have a cup of coffee, read. During this Lent, I have been trying to go through my devotional book. I bought a Lenten devotional. Let me show it to you. Hold on. Well, that pause was a little bit longer than I intended. I ended up going to Costco and back. Anyways, the books that the devotionals I'm doing for Lent are this one here, Lent devotional for women. And then I forgot I had gotten this one, so I just really started doing it. The Magnificat Lenten Companion. So I got this one too. Like I said, I had forgotten that I even bought this one, so I've been doing this. And these got some really cute little prayers and stuff like that in them. So I've been doing those and doing my writing. I decided I wanted to try to write out a book of the Bible. So I picked one of the Gospels. I picked the book of Matthew, and I've been writing it in a journal. So that's what I've been doing for Lent, along with giving up candy, which has been really hard because I just always have to eat something sweet. So it's been a challenge to give that up, but I've been doing it okay. What else? Can't really think of what else I've been doing. Just that and working, but going back to the whole retirement thing, and being bored or sad or depressed or whatever. In the 2 years, I haven't, at least in the last year, I haven't really felt that. There's been so much to do, and I feel like that's an advantage of living in a 55 plus community and a retirement community, because you've got all the activities you can do. We've got, the pool to go swimming in, and we've got clubs and women's groups, and I've got bowling, and then getting my little part-time job helps. So it's not like I'm fully retired because I am working 3 days a week, but to me that's a fun job. It's not really a job. It's just something I do for fun. So I think you have to really look at retirement in a different way sometimes. And if you're feeling sad about it, if you're feeling like, you're missing out on something, then get dressed, get out, go do something, because it's all in here. It's all in here. And my body has been really messed up. And I gotta tell you, those shots I had in my back have helped so much. Look at my hair's all tweaked out. Have helped so much in the last couple of weeks since I got that shot. My back has felt so much better. I can walk now. I can go do stuff. When I was at the beach with my sister, I walked along the beach for an hour, and I walked down at the tide pools for an hour. It's just, I can move now, so that's good. And now that the weather here is getting hot, like we've completely skipped spring. We're in summer. It's going to be 100 degrees by the end of the week. By the end of the week, it's going to be in the hundreds. So pool time is back. I'm going to start going back and walking in the pool, get out there. You just have to do something. And I think being part of a 55 plus community, if you can swing it, do it, because, oh my gosh, there's so much to keep you busy. Find some groups, find a church group, find at your local senior center, groups to get involved with. If you don't live in a community like this, there's senior centers all over to get involved in. You just need to keep your mind active, instead of just being depressed and down all the time. Because it can get to you, I understand, but I'm not letting it. I'm living life. And in fact, the bowling alley is going to be closing down. Part of the bowling alley is going to be closing down for a couple months. And I'm going to go on my own little pilgrimage. I'm taking a solo trip. I'm going out to the coast of California, and I'm going to visit some of the missions. I decided I'm going to do it. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, okay, I moved into the bedroom to give myself and my daughter some privacy. Anyways, yeah. So I'm a little bit nervous about doing this trip, but I think it's going to be very important for me to do it. Um, I just feel like it's something that I need to do. And so I'm thinking I'm probably going to do it in June, and I'll probably take 2 weeks and go and just drive out and hit several of the missions. If you remember my video from last month where I went and visited the mission there in San Diego, there's 21 missions in the state of California. And I'm not going to hit all 21, but probably 5 or 6. And in a general region there, central area like Santa Barbara, whatever. But I think I'm going to do that because I think it's important and I need to do it for me. It's something I need to do for myself. And so I'm just going to do it. Um, I'm a little nervous. So hold me to it, guys, because I can easily talk myself out of this. So I need you guys to help me hold me to this because I really want to do it. And so hold me to this. Anyways, I don't know, maybe I've talked enough. But I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit about how I feel about how retirement's going, kind of, what you need to do, what I feel like is important, because I'm seeing people talk about their retirements, and I feel bad because they are just talking and they seem sad and they seem down, and doesn't have to be that way. And I understand the physical part of it. I understand not being able to do things physically, even financially. That's why I said check out senior centers, because a lot of those have stuff you can do inexpensively. Check out libraries. Libraries will have programs. Our library here in town, they've got reading programs, they've got book clubs, they have a community puzzle. They have a big puzzle and it's out on the community table. People go and sit in there and just do puzzle together. Check out your libraries. Maybe your library has something like that you can do. But, just if you're having trouble with your retirement, if you're feeling like something's not going right, change it. And the first thing to do in the morning, get up, thank the Lord that you're here, that you got another day, get dressed. I can't make that point clear enough. Get dressed. When I have those rare days where I choose to stay in my pajamas all day, at the end of the day, I regret a lot of it because I have been non-productive. I've probably felt depressed that day. Get dressed. Do it. Just do it. Wash your face, brush your hair, and get dressed. And get up and have that cup of coffee or whatever it is that gets you going in the morning. Read something, but be active, you guys. Be as active as your body will physically allow you to do. And if that just means doing some arm raises in your chair, then do that. But do something. Call a friend. And you know what, guys? If any of you need a pen pal, an email pen pal, let me know. I'll send you my email. We can, talk by email. I would love that. I like doing pen pal stuff. So, if you want, or leave comments here and we'll just chat here. But it's hard for me to comment on here. I try to answer most comments, but I'm doing it on my phone and it's hard for me to type one-fingered on my phone big long comments. So I don't do big long comments on here. Sorry about that, but I just don't. But find a pen pal. something to keep you active. All right? Enjoy the day. God bless you. Have a great week ahead, you guys. And go out there, make it a day. Bye.